Vijay Mantri joins us, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Pramerica Mutual Fund. Vijay, great to have you back on ET Now. Thank you for joining us. Vijay, before we get into specific, just sketch the big picture for us, because depending on whom you're asking, you will get a different answer.
I think it's very interesting. If you look at what is the headline news coming in last 3-4 weeks, I think rupee is depreciating, interest rates is tightening, investment cycle is not reviving, and in spite of that, the markets are going up. So I think the big picture, in our opinion, is that there's a very little risk to the equity market from these levels. And we believe going forward, the Indian equity market will track the earnings. And in our opinion, good and quality company will continue to grow their earning around 15 to 20%. So that is the kind of return we expect from Indian market over the next couple of years, in spite of all the challenges which we have seen in last 12 to 18 month period.
Last time when we interacted with you on this forum, you made a case that why it is time to buy into IT and why as a house you underweight on financials. Now that it is evident that rupee could be nearing end of its decline, is it time to revisit those core positions? Go easy on IT, load up financials?
Actually, you're right, Nikunj. Not only we were overweight on the IT, we were also overweight on the auto companies, select auto companies, and underweight on the financial. Now we are overweight on the financial because we believe that as far as Indian banks are concerned, most of the negative news are priced in. Rupee actually is against dollar has run its course, and we see some stability or rupee moving in the range at least for next immediate foreseeable future. So we are overweight on the financial, and we are going underweight on the IT sector.
Vijay, so what is it that you would pick out from the financial space? And it's surprising to see that you actually said that, considering day in and day out we've seen disastrous earnings and clearly asset quality concerns persisting right now.
I think, first of all, the interest rate, the whole world was expecting the interest rate to go down. Interest rate actually got a spike. You have seen the bank CD going up as much as 3% in the shorter end. So all these things has huge impact on the banking stocks. So most of the banks were really oversold and available at very good prices. And we believe that in the current scenario where the credit growth is not more than the deposit growth, I think in this kind of scenario when the interest rate is at 11% or 12% kind of thing, the banks will be immediate beneficiary. The long-term concern on NPA will remain, and that will remain for the entire economy. But I think for the short period, I think the bank, in our opinion, will outperform the broader market.
Vijay, you've run a portfolio in the past where you were slightly overweight on industrials, names like BHEL, capital good companies. Have you cut exposure there, or are you still of the view that economy will recover and early cyclicals will bounce back?
No, we had exposure, we had a good run, and then we sold out and we went overweight on the pharmaceutical, we went overweight on the IT, and we went overweight on the company which are more focusing on the rural economy and export-oriented units. So we have done that. So as a portfolio manager, we keep changing our portfolio on daily basis. So we ran that, and we had run a very good course, but we cut the exposure and moved to more defensive kind of stocks. And today, again, if you would have spoken to me 15 days back, we were underweight on the banking. Now we are overweight on the banking. So as a portfolio manager, you look at the macro challenges, you look at the company-specific challenges the market is throwing up to you, and you see what is the best way you can generate return for the investor. And we have been, one could say, a little lucky in getting our sector and company stocks called right.
You seem to be taking all contra calls, Vijay. Is it time to profit book out of FMCG and IT as well?
FMCG, actually, we were underweight, except one ITC have like more than 10% weightage in the indices. So you have to have that kind of a stock in a portfolio. Beyond that, we don't have FMCG company because we believe the valuations are actually too high. You're looking at some of the company quoting at 40 to 50 P multiple. Now, we have seen the similar kind of situation about IT company in year 2000 where they were quoting at 50 plus kind of valuation. The margin of safety in these companies are not there. You invest in the stocks not to protect capital but actually to grow capital as well. So in our opinion, FMCG perhaps today is not the right space, though they will have a better top line, they have a decent bottom line. But I think that is a one sector which in our opinion is overbought and quoting at very expensive valuation. So from these level, it will be very difficult to make money. So you look at a little contra call and go and look at banking, where you believe over the next couple of months there's a decent opportunity to make money for the investors.
Vijay, but do you think Indian equities have lost some momentum because the macro environment is extremely challenging? We've been riding on cheap liquidity, flows suddenly are looking patchy. Market men were pricing in some kind of an economic recovery in the second half of this calendar year. That is unlikely to kick in. So in general, if I look at the checklist, there are more cross and there are hardly any ticks.
I think you are absolutely right. If you look at, I would just look at one number, that is the margins of Indian company. If you look at last 5-7 years, India's GDP expanded more than 100%, but the company's profitability has gone up by 60%. So definitely margin has come down. There was an excess built up in the system. Now the excess is actually getting cleaned up. And within the broader indices or broader market, you will find good company continue to deliver very good investment performance, very good top line, very good bottom line. So your focus has to be on those companies, not on the broader economy, not on the broader market. Today is a market which is not a market where you could make money riding on the indices or riding on the broader market. You have to be really company specific and stock specific. As far as Indian investors' apathy to Indian equity market is concerned, I think it's very true today. We see very, very little allocation coming from retail investors toward equity market. Even now the allocation to the bond has gone down. But the interesting part is that I don't think significant amount of money actually is going into real estate and gold. Those who made big commitment on these sectors are now thinking of whether to reduce and how to reduce. But I think if you look at the inflation number, the inflation in our opinion, the economy could be anything between 6% to 8%. That also fueled the asset prices growth. So I think that would keep the equity market, in our opinion, continue to be in next 2 to 3 years period at these level, and perhaps will go from these level. So if you look at various asset category, where is the probability of making money is higher and where the probability of making money is lower, we don't have any doubt in our mind that if you're looking at immediate 6 months to 12 months, debt market will deliver close to double-digit return. But if you want to look at 2 to 3 years, among all the asset category, I think equity will deliver much better performance.
Vijay, I'm with you when you make an argument for equities, but unfortunately everyone is making this argument from last 3 years, and that argument is not making money.
I think I'll take your point. This is a common perception, and we have been consistently advising investors to invest through SIP route. And very interestingly, if you look at last 5-year data only on the index, even in this challenging market condition where everybody disowning equities, SIP deliver close to 8.5% return. And if you're able to continue the SIP in this market turn, if the market goes up by just 5 to 6%, your 8.5% CAGR become 10% plus. Now, if you look at any liquid asset category where you have a liquidity where you can take money out in a couple of days time, I think 10% 5-year CAGR, I would take it any day. So in my opinion, in spite of all the challenges, equity market has delivered 8.5% SIP return. I think it's a very good return in a very challenging atmosphere. If the investment cycle revive, I think what you will see is not 8 to 10% kind of return, but you will see 15 to 20% kind of return. So in my opinion, if I have to take bet for next 5 years, I'll put my money equities, because we believe that equity market will deliver 15 to 20% annualized return in spite of all the challenges.
Which is good chatting with you. Appreciate you taking the time out and speaking with us.